repeat the same declaration. Let my people go. Free them from bondage of thieves. Free them from the bondage of liars. And free them from the chain links of corruption. Dear Kenyans, we are soon entering Canaan, and there are few rules we will have to observe. In Canaan, we must embrace reconciliation. We cannot get to Canaan, a divided nation that is half bitter and half happy. In my government, there will be no revenge. I pledge to be the president of all. I have made this decision because I did not choose my liberation cause. The liberation cause chose me. And when I was tempted to run away from it, the cause always found me.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for your greatest support. Let me start by saying this, that this gentleman has been at the center of Kenyan politics for decades. And he has run for the presidency multiple times. And now, the big question that a lot of people are asking once again is that will he again decide to run for the presidency coming 2027, and considering how he's speaking and how things are, once maybe he gets the chance to do that. Now, in this video, I want us to look at several things that can make Raila Odinga maybe run for the presidency according to the way he's speaking, and both the advantage of and disadvantages. Number one, we start with the advantages of Raila Odinga vying for the presidency in 2027. And number two, we look at the disadvantages. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, let me quickly remind you that if at all we are meeting for the first time, don't forget to click the subscribe button. You can as well like, you can share, you can drop me your comment at the comment section, telling me what you think and where you are watching this video from. Now,
you have not passed any resolution as a party to say how we are going to go into the election of 2027. So wherever you are, don't commit the party to some things which have not been discussed. Let those things be discussed first. We are ODM. Who's told you that ODM will not have a candidate in 2027? Who has told you? So first, think as ODM. We have a clear plan that we have negotiated and we have agreed on, and let us continue to implement that plan. Other decisions we'll take when the time comes.
Just a quick recap. Raila Odinga has been a presidential candidate in 2007, 2013, 2017, 2022. That is, in fact, it is 5 times. 2002, 2007, 2013, 2017, and 2022. And all of those, Raila Odinga has failed. Raila Odinga has ever, hakuna ile kura, hatuwezi kusema kama kuna election yenye Raila Odinga alishinda, hamna. There is no election that Raila Odinga won. Among us all those, there is not even a single one. I don't know, maybe some people are saying that Raila Odinga doesn't want to become president. But I also think, I can attest to that this guy has never wanted to become the president. But then, when you try to look at his role in politics, he's one of the greatest and the smartest opposition guy. That guy knows how, Raila Odinga knows how to maneuver. He knows what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And like Raila Odinga knows how to put the government on toes and on check. You cannot know, you can't understand his next move. Like today is here, tomorrow is the other side. And you might not know whether that tomorrow will be there. It's like, he keeps you at a point where you keep on guessing. it keeps you at a point where you just guess. Like, what's next? That is what you do. Like, what is he thinking? What is he going to do? It puts you at a point whereby you don't understand him. Yesterday, Raila Odinga mentioned something that there's been this narrative of ODM joining the government. It's like they're going to support William Ruto up to 2032, 2027, and then maybe up to 2032. Maybe that is when they'll start their another plan. But then Raila Odinga is saying that there is no, you can't just wake up in the morning and start talking about the party. You are in the government, yes. Who took you there? That's the first question. You went there. So being that you went there, don't think that now you can start saying things that the party has not decided. And I remember very well, there is a time that I said here, for those who remember, I said here that Edwin Sifuna doesn't just speak. Edwin Sifuna knows what he says. So anytime you hear Edwin Sifuna speaking, you have to understand that that is Raila Odinga speaking through Edwin Sifuna.
This thing called broad-based, I don't know where it exists. Personally, I don't recognize any entity called called broad-based. There is a government of Kenya Kwanza under the leadership of President William Ruto. Every cabinet secretary who serves in that government serves the Kenya Kwanza government. And I want to join what Senator Khalwale has said. Some of these individuals who joined government recently think they are there to represent their ethnic communities. That every time a cabinet secretary stands up, he tells you how much the Ministry of Energy has allocated to power projects in Nyanza. So the rest of us lawyers are sitting there wondering, Allah, so who is going to speak about the projects in Bungoma? Who is going to speak about the projects? Honorable Speaker, I have said on this floor that as a Senate, as a Parliament, it is the responsibility of all of us, irrespective of our political parties, to oversight the national governments and the county governments. Honorable Speaker, if there is a problem with a CS, that CS must account to Parliament as an institution, not even to their political parties or this thing monster they are calling broad-based. It doesn't exist in my view. So, Honorable Speaker, yesterday I saw at night, just before the game between Inter Milan and Barcelona began, I saw the CS of Treasury on Citizen TV. He has time to appear before Citizen TV, but he has no time to appear before this House. I refused to watch that interview and switch to the football match because I was expecting him here. The conversations that are important to me from that CS are the ones that happen here. Speaker, we have said, when I used to be in the SBC, that the CSs must write in good time to tell the House that they will not be showing up. If a CS insists on writing on the day before, that is absolute contempt. And they must be called out. Honorable Khalwale, trust me, for as long as I remain the Senator of Nairobi, for as long as I remain a Senator in this House, and the oath that I took there on the first day that I came to this House, there is not going to be a minister that we are going to protect or babysit or cover up. It doesn't matter whether they come from ODM or from wherever. They are there to serve the public, and we will call them out, Honorable Speaker, as we have always done. So, Honorable John Badi, I will call him by his name, must know that as a House we are unhappy that he has time to attend rallies where he explains how much money Luos are going to get from this government, and he has time to go to Citizen TV to tell us lies about economic growth. When you read the newspapers today, data from the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, Honorable Speaker, is saying that the economy has done the worst since COVID, that we have lost jobs, that salaries and wages have shrunk because of the taxation that has been imposed by this government. Then you go on Citizen pontificating there about the work that you are doing. Honorable Speaker, we will call out these cabinet secretaries without fear. Mimi siogopi mutu.
Because tell me how Sifuna would just wake up in the morning and decides to say things that ought not to be said, and then maybe people take it that, oh Sifuna is against Raila Odinga. No. And Raila Odinga never comments negatively. Something was fishy. Now, I want us to look at, because I've told you that I want us to look at the two reasons. Reasons that might make Raila Odinga run for the presidency, and another one reason that might not, advantages and disadvantages. Number one, we start with the reasons that might make Raila Odinga run for the presidency. And this is the issue of, we talk about the issue of polling numbers. According to the Kenyan, according to the, is it the info track or what? I think it's, is it really info track? It's not info track. Yeah, it's TIFA. According to the TIFA survey that is in May 2025, the TIFA found out that 28% of Kenyans wants Raila Odinga to contest. So it's like they still love Raila Odinga and they want him to run for the presidency in 2027. But now, because you know a lot of people believes in him. But now, you know, talking about believing, there is something that we really need to ask ourselves. That if we believe in him right now, of course people have been believing in him in those years, but he has never made it. Like he has never wanted to. So what is it that is making people be sure that this man Raila Odinga wants to become the president? Other people are saying that he should join the opposition, you know, which I don't think. You know, what I can say about opposition is that let those guys just be there by themselves. Because the moment you get in, the moment you want to interfere with them, I don't think if it's needful or it's necessary for you to interfere with their plan. They have their plans. That is why you hear them. They've not even said who's going to vie for the presidency. They can't say that. Because it's quite, by the way, it's quite early. The moment they mention that it's Kalonzo, William Ruto will start now fighting Kalonzo Musyoka. And you know, one thing I know is that if it's anybody, like let's say for example the opposition have said it's Matiang'i, a lot of cases are going to be reopened of Matiang'i or maybe of Kalonzo. Hata zingine utashinda zimetoka wapi? Because they're trying to silence the presidential candidate. So that is why I think what they're doing right now is very nice. They're really they're hiding a lot, which is good. Which is so much good, by the way. It's very nice. It needs to be handled like that. Another thing is the issue of his own comments. Leave it open. Like another thing that is going that might make Raila Odinga run for the president. Like you know, when you listen to the way he's speaking, he has publicly said that he hasn't declared his candidacy and he hasn't committed either way. But he says that he can run if he wants to. You know, Raila Odinga has got this charisma that he doesn't give up. I don't know how. Raila Odinga doesn't give up. So he's saying that he has not decided whether he's going to vie or not. But he can run if he wants. Hey. And remember, he also said that his partnership with President William Ruto, the so-called broad-based government, is only up to 2027. And then after that, the future now beyond that will be decided by the party. Not him actually, now by the party. And remember, Edwin Sifuna keeps on saying very well that ODM party is not in government. It is just a few people who got the opportunity and now they want to make it look like they are the leaders, which is not nice. And also the third one, talk about the issue of political strategy. Literally, when you try to look at Raila Odinga's role actually in politics, which includes cooperating with William Ruto's government and positioning it, you know, the way where it is, allowing him to maintain visibility and influence up to 2027. I don't know how it's going to work up to the end, but I have a feeling that Raila Odinga having a big name, because you know his name is known, with a solid support base. Like when you try to look at the history of Raila Odinga has got strong base, stronghold. Nyanza is a stronghold. Mombasa is a stronghold. Maybe we talk about Western, some parts of Western is also his strongholds. So I don't know whether he's looking at this. And remember, if Raila Odinga leaves William Ruto today, William Ruto cannot survive. He will not survive. It will not be. He will not be able to survive, to sustain that momentum, because the person that normally helps him, or the person that maybe he was having hopes in, that is going to help him, has already shifted out. You see? Now, those are the reasons as to why. Those are some of the reasons why Raila Odinga might run. Whereby I told you that there are four. Number one is the issue to do with the polling numbers. Number two is strategy position. Number three is support base, and then the last one is his own words, whereby he says that ajaamua, which I think this one is one of the many ways of Raila putting people at the age, like no decision, no strict decision. Also, when we try to look at why he might not run, we start with the issue of age and fatigue. Raila Odinga is so tired that we can't expect him. If it's all about, if it's about running, then maybe anataka kuwa kama yule rais wa Nigeria. Only that. Labda maybe that is what he's expecting, or maybe that is what he wants. But age does not allow him right now, because of course he's a seasonal politician, and with previous attempts, losing, and years of campaigning, it is openly and very clear that we are doubting whether he has the stamina and desire to go through another campaign. Because, if there is something that normally drains people, is campaign. Campaign drains a lot of people, not even, leave alone resources. Unachoka. So tell me, how would an 80 plus years guy, old man, do the campaigns? Not unless maybe he decides that I'll be sitting at home. You go do the campaigns and then you come back. Maybe that. Also talk about the issue of party dynamics and internal considerations, whereby right now ODM party is considering young candidates, like young leaders. They do away with these elder ones, and then now we get to the young, where that is whereby we have got Babu Wino, we have got Edwin Sifuna, we have got Kaleba Misi. That is where they are coming from, and also internal party competition and alliance, which is going to matter. Like, remember, in ODM, everybody wants something. So before you reach that point that now you can serve everybody, you can give everybody whatever they want, you have to start like trying to look at, okay, now this one has been like this, how am I supposed to do it? Such kind of things. And also the last one, which I think the fourth one, is not the fourth one, but actually, but the third. I talk about the current political agreement with the William Ruto. Raila Odinga is saying that he's not with Ruto. William Ruto is saying that they are together. So who is fooling who? That is the question that I need to ask. Like, who is fooling who between these two guys? Because one thing I believe and I know is that somebody is playing the other person. So who is playing who between William Ruto and Raila Odinga? Nani kachezea mwenzake? Nani? That agreement. And also the fourth one, let's talk about the issue of no declaration yet. Raila himself is saying that he has not declared that he wants to run for the presidency. But already what washa declare, washamuamulia. How can you decide for somebody mwenye hapo penye mmemfikisha, hata mwenyewe anakitinya anajiuza haya. Kwani nimefikishwa hapo nami mwenyewe sijui. You see that kind of things. So when you try to look at all these things, and then what the poll says, public expectations and shows and all that. So there is also that public expectation. They are trying to look at. Let me say this. I'm sure that if Raila will come back and that he wants to vie for the presidency, and then we only have Raila Odinga and William Ruto, and maybe somebody somewhere. Raila Odinga anaweza mapema sana, mapema. I don't know. You know, I do say that I don't normally know what Raila Odinga gives his guys, but those guys love Raila Odinga naturally. Yaani mtu anatembea mpaka na kifua anasema kwamba baba akiamua ameamua na ni hivyo. And that is somebody's wife, somebody's father. But still following what wa mambo na hapa na pale. Also the decent share also believe he might retire from active in politics. You know, Raila Odinga is, what I know right now is that Raila Odinga is just looking for one of the ways of getting out of politics in a peaceful manner and in a respectful way. Like he really wants to be felt when he goes home, anataka kwamba hata kiondoka, let people feel like that feeling. You see? So that is why he cannot at your mara niende Bondo anaenda kufanya nini? Of course he has a big house, he has a big home, but now unaenda kufanya nini? Bondo. Those are the kind of things that, and also talk about some people believe that he might stay with the current government at 2027, but then ODM and Raila Odinga decide the future. That is what they are saying, that we are going to decide the future. But until now, in fact, that is what they're trying to tell us. That, but until now, wacha tupime tu mambo tuone. But then before I give you a chance at the comment section, because I would really expect you to, I would really expect you to tell me what you think at the comment section. And right now, let me just ask this question. If personally, if I were to establish, one thing I would say is that there is a medium to high likelihood, like Raila Odinga will run for 2027 general election. You know, the factors in favor of Raila Odinga are strong. Talk about the issue of brand. Talk about the issue of base. And then talk about the issue of political reviews. You see? So those are the kind of things that you can sit down and try to analyze, and then you ask yourself, you say that no, this guy hataki kuhama hapa. Like kabisa ye mambo ingine, he doesn't say anything, and that is why he's silent. Anataka kutushtu, anataka kutu ambush that I'm running for the presidency. So let me ask you this question. According to you, the way you are saying, do you really think that Raila Odinga will be at the ballot in 2027? The truth is, nobody knows yet. But we are using the assumptions because politics is all about assumptions. So I don't know whether it's going to be on the ballot. You can tell me that in the comment section, because according to the party structure and his own ambition, like Raila Odinga's ambition, is like he really wanted one day to become the president. Like wacha tu nikaonje tu, hata kama itakuwa miezi ngapi, acha nionje, but at the end of the day, at least my name will be written in the books of people who helped Kenya. Yangu pia itapatikana hapo. Are you seeing? So let me know what you think at the comment section. Just drop me your thought at the comment section, and also don't forget to share, don't forget to like, and also subscribe if we are meeting for the first time. Until we meet again, I have been your host, Boniface. Bingo.